Hello out there, this is Cammie White, and you're listening to Rushdown Radio.
Alright guys, so the moment of truth. So, my game of the year for 2020 is none other than Falcom's epic, The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. Now again, my last three games were all contenders for game of the year. Like, they were all equally incredible for their own reasons, and it was really tough to try to deliberate between all of them. But I think one thing that pushed this game a little bit ahead of the other two is the fact that I had such an investment in this series. Like, I've been playing this series for about, I would say, just 2015, so we're about 5 years in it. So it was 5 years in the making, and to get such a conclusion to such an incredible series was just like, it was amazing. Like, I just don't even know how to put it into words, honestly, but I'm gonna try my best to put it into words. So each individual title got better and better, and part 4 just was the like, they had gotten the formula completely correct as far as like pacing and characters and combat and just like variety and stuff like that, and the overall aesthetic and visuals, everything came together so perfectly. And the music was really good, and just like the emotional, like the emotional enthrall of this game was just so real. Like, I was so invested from the time I turned this game on the very first time to like the last time I played it was like, wow. Like, I was just there, and I think this game did a really good job of really making you feel like what you had been through. Like, it felt like it was like the season finale of a TV show. That's what this basically feels like. It's like, dang, this is like a really good season finale of a game. Like, this is just the end of this story, and it told it such a great way. Like, it even had 2 endings, and the first ending was sort of like the normal ending of how it normally would go, and it was just so tragic. It was so heartbreaking. Like, oh my god, the original ending for this game is heartbreaking and tragic, and it made me cry so much. Like, I was crying for like a good couple of days after that, because it was just like so much emotion rolling up inside me. And the way they just like did it was like, wow, that's it. And then the full ending, I guess the actual ending, the true ending, kind of like made me feel a lot better, because like it kind of like gave me closure on so many of the things, and so many different plot lines, and so many different character arcs in the game, which was great. And there was just so much fan service, like seeing all these characters from different, like the other arcs, from the Crossbell arc, and then you had the people from the Liberal arc, and they were all together in one room. Like, that was just so amazing. It was like the Avengers. This is definitely the end game of RPGs. Like, it was like, we're all together, we gotta fight this really big evil together. It was just like so many great things, and it was so many great characters, and just overall, I was just like so happy playing this game like the entire time. I think I put in 130 hours in this game, and I was no short of trying to go back and replay it again. Like, I want to go back and start over again, say it from the beginning, just to feel it, but I know I wouldn't feel the same as I did when I first did it. But just, it just did so much for me as a game. Like, I didn't understand when I played Trails of Cold Steel 1 all those years ago what my life would be now, as far as how a person I think I've changed as a person after playing this game, honestly. Like, I'm way more emotional, I'm way more sensitive than I was back then. Like, I'm just way more, like, I didn't even cry when I played games back in the day. Like, now I'm like, when stuff gets sad, I get sad. Like, I get so emotionally invested in games that it's because a part of you. Like, it became a part of my everyday, and Trails of Cold Steel 4 definitely did that. Like, the music is incredible, the gameplay was refined, you know, all the parts of the game that were already good points, they just made it better and better. And this was like the culmination of all of that. And I think that Falcom they're just masters at what they do. Like, they just know how to make incredible experiences for RPGs, and I'm just grateful I was able to play it. Like, honestly, like, it was just so incredible. I can't say enough good things about this series. Like, in general, like the entire franchise of Trails of Cold Steel, the Trails in the Sky, the 2 Crossbell games, Art no Kiseki and Zero no Kiseki, all these games are just incredible. Like, I highly recommend all of them if you can play them, but if you can't get to the other few of them, I would say play Trails of Cold Steel 1 through 4 if you're ready for something that's going to change your life.
You win.
Don't forget to subscribe!